guys, and welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. I am super excited to be back with you guys today with another crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be walking you through some of the techniques and tips and tricks for crocheting the Patches blanket. This is a brand new blanket pattern. I love it so much. The options to kind of make it your own are just completely endless. You could do scrappy, which is what I kind of did for this sample, but you could also do like solid color columns. You could do stripes. You could do kind of block squares. It's just so much fun. So in this tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you how to slip stitch along the columns for this joining technique, because it is join as you go. There is absolutely no seaming with this blanket. And then I'm going to be showing you how and when to switch colors if that's something that you want to do for your own sample. So let's go ahead and hop into the tutorial. Alrighty guys, so there are only a couple parts of this blanket that can be a little bit tricky to wrap your head around, and I'm going to show you how to do both of those techniques in this video. So first off, I have worked my first panel of the blanket. So this is however wide that I want the blanket to be, paired with the rest of the columns that I'm going to be doing, and then the entire length. So that's what I have here. This blanket is about 1/3 of the length that I want my finished blanket to be, and then the full length. So I'm ready to work my second column. Now the pattern is laid out, and again it will be linked down in the description box below with specific stitch counts, row counts to make the exact blanket pictured. However, one of the best parts about this blanket is just how customizable it is, and that's what I want to be sure to show you guys in this video. So this is going to be strictly technique purposes, and then you can take it and make it your own. So I'm ready to start my second column, and I'm going to be joining to the right hand side of my blanket here, and this is going to be the same technique regardless of how many columns that you do. So you would just repeat these next few steps for each column that you decide to add on to your blanket. So I'm going to grab my new color of yarn, which is this pink. I'm going to insert my hook into the foundation chain of my previous column and pull up a loop. And then I'm going to chain the amount of stitches that I want the width of this next column to be. I'm going to do mine a little bit narrower than I did this first column just for this blanket. So I'm going to chain 30 stitches. Alrighty, so I have worked 30 chains, and now for row 1, I'm just going to half double crochet in each stitch across. I'm going to skip this first stitch, work into the second stitch, and just half double crochet in every stitch across. Alrighty, I have half double crocheted in each of my chains, and now I'm going to slip stitch along the next 2 rows of my previous column. So I'm going to work 1 slip stitch into that first row, and that's aligning the right side row, the row 1. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the next row, and that's going to be my wrong side row, and we're going to repeat that slip stitch sequence for the entirety of our column. So now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. This is going to kind of start our repeat. I'm going to half double crochet in each stitch across, skipping those slip stitches. And then I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and half double crochet in each stitch across again. So working 2 rows of half double crochet along this column. Alrighty, so I have finished this row, and I want to be sure to mention that if you're wanting to stripe these columns, add different colors, if you're doing a scrappy blanket, whatever you have chosen to do, if you want to switch colors, I recommend doing it on one of these wrong side rows, so that all of your ends are along this side. You don't want to be changing rows when you're changing colors, when you're trying to slip stitch along the previous column. So now I'm just going to chain 1 and turn, and then again work a half double crochet in each stitch across. And then I'm going to show you our slip stitch sequence one more time, and then we will just repeat these steps until you have worked across the entire previous column, and then you'll just repeat this sequence until the blanket is as wide as you want it to be, until you've worked as many columns as you want to, etc. And like I said, the beauty of this blanket is just that you can make these columns as wide or as narrow as you want them to be. You can add as few or as many as you'd like. I'm just going to be doing 3 for this blanket. I'm kind of doing a baby blanket size, but you could also do, way more and make it way bigger, or fewer and make it smaller. completely up to you. The customizable options with this blanket are so fun. Alright, so I'm working into my last stitch, and now again I'm going to slip stitch across the next 2 rows. First row is going to be a right side row, and then that second row is going to be a wrong side row. Then I'm going to chain 1, turn, skip those slip stitches, and then half double crochet in each stitch across again, and there you go. So I hope this little tutorial was helpful for you. Of course, if you have any other questions on this technique, please don't hesitate to reach out to the email address listed in the description box, or leave a comment, whatever way is easiest for you. I hope you found this little tutorial helpful and just encouraging to kind of guide you along the process of crocheting your own patches blanket. Like I said, be sure to reach out if you have any further questions. It's a really simple technique. Once you get those kind of, just the slip stitch method down pat, it's really straightforward from there. And like I said, I just hope that you found it helpful. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.